All the King's Men is a film about an honest, determined man fighting for the truth who becomes a controlling demagogic leader ruling over his state as governor. This film is still relevant to American politics today because it shows the tendency of the American people to jump on the bandwagon in political situations. Willie Stark took advantage of this tendency through political campaigning and the media. At the beginning of Willie's political career, he did very little campaigning. His efforts included merely talking to people in small gatherings and posting flyers around his town. After Willie ran for governor the first time and lost, he told Jack that he, quote, learned how to win, end quote. The new knowledge Willie had gained was learning how to campaign. He drew people together in big crowds and got them cheering for him, making slogans and signs. It was through this campaigning that he won his second race for governor. Willie learned that generally people want to feel as though they are standing for something and want to be a part of the popular movement that is currently happening. Campaigning fulfills those desires, which is why campaigning is a technique that is still used in politics today. Every presidential candidate hands out shirts and hats, holds huge conventions with banners and balloons, and does whatever they can to rally people for their cause. This campaigning gets people on the bandwagon and is how many officials win government office. Willie Stark also discovered the impact of the messages the media delivers on the opinion of the public. Willie first gained positive public attention through the articles Jack wrote about him in the newspaper. Then as governor, he took control of the newspapers and radio stations so that they were only saying what he wanted to be said about him. The impact of this on the public was huge. When people are continually being fed the same message day after day, they will likely begin to believe it. As people heard about how great Willie was, and as they were led to believe everyone felt the same way, they had jumped on the bandwagon and liked him too. The media still hugely impacts public opinion today, which is why candidates play ads, do interviews, and get their pictures taken. It was through those two things, the media and political campaigning, that Willie Stark got people to jump on his bandwagon and support him despite his demagogic and corrupt time in office. The tendency of the American people to be persuaded to support a person through the media and campaigning is still present today, which is why All the King's Men is a relevant film.